My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to There's Two of These Again? Yeah, there's two of these today. I was specifically trying not to overstress my voice beforehand, so obviously had cut down to just one a day, but now that we're all good, let's continue ascending. Lose all. Always really happy to go for the lose all, especially in a character that has a bunch of cards that increment in their power over the course of a fight that you're going to want in your hand as early as possible. Sure. Set up for lethal next turn, because there's definitely another strike in there. Okay. Cannot exit Wrath this turn is real rough. I don't want to take Prostrate primarily because the Gremlin Knob exists against whom this is garbage. And also, like, it's really bad unless I already have a bunch of other Mantra stacks in the deck. Yeah, this is a skip. Very, very hopeful that we get some early aggressive cards here, though. Yikes. Okay, never mind. We've got lethal next turn, but still, that previous turn was still yikes. It was still. Not great. Sash Whip. If the last card you played this combat was an attack, apply one weak. Fine. You might look at it and go, oh, that's a bad Sucker Punch. To which I would say, Sucker Punch is in a class with a character that has the ability to apply weakness much more easily than the Watcher does. They're not directly comparable like that. I know I continually make this argument, but I also continually see, well, that card is basically this card from another class, and it's like, it's not in that class. Sure. So we'll probably pivot for lethal this turn, right? Yep. Flex Potion is going to be incredibly helpful with doing that. Also take Crush Joints. Sure, let's try and stack those effects. That shop, this elite is going to give me enough money in order to remove the pain at that shop. This, yes. It's going to be a rough fight, though. That is going to save us so much HP. So much HP. The Courier as well as Golden Idol. Ridiculous. We also have Foresight, Tranquility, and Prostrate here. Tranquility. Foresight has been changed a while ago, in fact, to Scry 3 at the start of your turn. Oh, and it now upgrades to become innate rather than increasing the amount it scries. Interesting. Interesting. We've cut cards from this deck already, so I suspect we don't care about this that much. Unless we get a secondary benefit out of Scry, not just the curation of our next hand, but also some immediate effect. This is a little difficult of an argument to make for a deck that's already as thin as it is. So that's another hard pass. Look, if I had enough money, I would try and take Windmill Strike here and see what we can do, but no, pain has to be removed. Maybe I dodge one elite, because we will have difficulty. We'll have difficulty killing them all. Meal ticket, whenever you enter a shop, heal for 15 HP. Sure, I'll take that. It's early. And, I mean, there's going to be a shop after the final elite. Oh my god. I was like, okay, I'll strike, and then I'll Sash Whip. Oh, but I won't have the energy for it. But I need to play an attack before Sash Whip. Okay, I'll strike, gain energy, and then Sash Whip. I forgot that gaining energy is also gonna, you know, play a card that's a skill. Sweet. And the attack card will do it. Beautiful. Maybe I take a Consecrate. I have no AoE in the deck yet, and I'm about to barrel down to 2, possibly, Sentinel fights. Sure. So Eruption, the backline, Consecrate is 19 to the backline. 19 plus 18 is... 19 plus 12 is slightly not enough. Okay, so 19 plus 18... I end up still taking 12 after all of that to the aggressive enemy at the start. No. No, we can't do that this turn. I'll still take 12 here, but the primary reason I can't do it last turn, or rather do the pivot, is because if I can't exit Wrath, then I'm suddenly going to have a really bad time. Okay, so I just played Crush Joints. Crush Joints is in my discard pile, so I want to have an attack played as my most recent thing here for the sake of the weakness. Again, we want the attack played as the final thing. Ugh. Really not great draws here. I have to kill the frontliner. There's no two ways around that. Hope I draw lethal or defense this turn. That'll do. That'll do. Sense of time. Flurry of Blows. On stance change, return from discard pile to your hands. Yeah, this is a stance changing deck now, and we look for stance changing abilities. Ooh. If I do this, I avoid the elite. I should probably avoid the elite anyway. Sash, we've got upgraded. Oh my gosh. So 9 and 18 is 27. It's fine. Don't even have to plan for the next turn. We already have lethal. Crescendos taken here. We need the ability to enter Wrath. Oh my god, we got Girya. Okay, look. Look, if we don't start lifting, we're never going to start lifting. So we'll crush. No. Flurry. Crush. Great. Good turn. Eruption this turn. No eruption, but we did get crescendo. Yep. So that's why I went with the turn that I went with previously. That is to say, the lifting. Yes! Oh! No! So Ragnarok obviously is perfect synergy with the Girya, but Flow State is exactly what we're looking for in this kind of a deck, especially with the Flurry of Blows already in here. I hate to do it, but I gotta do it. Let's talk about Runic Pyramid in this class. This class already has access to a lot of things that retain themselves. So it says, effectively for this class, don't discard cards that don't have retain. Also, this doesn't work with Establishment because it doesn't have the retain keyword on it. Also, Equilibrium and Well-Laid Plans don't currently work, although I suppose I suspect they will be changed to in the future. Those also don't currently work with Establishment. Although those do have the retain keyword because they don't have the retain keyword on the cards affected. So Runic Pyramid, in my opinion, is pretty much garbage for this class. Removing 2 more cards is slightly interesting, especially in a stance flipping deck that's gonna have access to its own energy gain outside already. Do I cut a strike and a defend? It's actually probably 2 strikes. No. We'll take the Slaver's Collar. Slaver's Collar, during elite and boss combats, gain energy at the start of your turn. So the path we're looking for here is actually the one with 2 early rests. That'll do it. So that I can get the 2 triggers of Girya. I mean, this has also got a late shot, a bunch of question marks, 2 elites. Yeah, it's pretty much the golden path for us. There's another one over here that does have 2 rests, but it's got 3 elites, so I'm probably going to need to heal if I do that. Okay. Crush joints into Sash Whip is such a turn. Oh. Incredible. It's fine. We'll pivot for lethal next turn. Flow State, Crush Joints, Consecrate. In a piece, if you're in Calm, draw 3 cards, otherwise enter Calm. Perfect kind of thing for this. Halt also is really good for this bit. Inner piece is rare. Flurry of Blows. Eruption. Flurry of Blows. Sash Whip. Murder. Good fight. Deceive Reality is a lot of block just by itself. Between its 2 sections, obviously. Ooh. So it adds 2 strikes into my deck, but they start healing me. This character having low max HP is really, really dangerous, though. More dangerous than other characters having low max HP. This fight could actually end up killing us, so we have to be very careful here. Hopefully I pivot for lethal in this turn with the Eruption. Don't really know how I'm going to do it, though. Crescendo Eruption on the front liner is not enough. Yeah, we're going to need to card draw. Crescendo to enter. Murder the frontliner. Gain the extra energy, vigilance, defend. That fight in particular against those 2 enemies is one of my least favorite this entire floor. To have it in the 4th room because I had combat is... Oh, it's rough. Whenever you switch stances, gain 4 block. Need it. Definitely a strike. Okay, I'm going to have to use the Power Potion here to try and push through this fight happily. Maybe switch stances, draw a card. Sure. Wish I could do that here. Okay. Let's crush joints, vigilance, flurry of blows, consecrate, defends. We're probably only gonna really enter Wrath in this fight if we're pivoting for lethal. We need a wallop or something like that as well as a companion piece here. Ooh, this is suddenly getting real threatening. All right. We'll flurry of blows, crescendo, vulnerable, hit, consecrate. Strike again, get my way out of that turn, and Sash Whip for kill. Beautiful. Blood Vial at the start of each combat, heal for 2 HP. I had 2 Crush Joints in the deck, don't I? No, I just have 1 Sash Whip and 1 Crush Joints. Probably don't need another one. I don't need to thicken up the deck like that. Lift. We can make this really strength-based. The deck is already thin, so having Jackson here is really good as well. Warpaint, upon pickup, upgrade to random skills, as well as Battle Flame. Upon attack, upon pickup, choose an attack, started combat without your opening hand. I don't know if we have an attack that we actually want in our opening hand in this deck. Not yet, no. So we'll take the Warpaint, and then the Sapphire Key here. Ritual Dagger is incredible for this character. You can't not take that. Yeah, especially because I have the Courier, I'm going to be taking the Curse of Regret here and just removing me in the next space. Yes! Okay, Lizard Tail. Whenever you would die, heal to 50% of your max HP instead. Works once. That's going to be absolutely incredible for us. We'll take that. Obviously remove the Gret. 66 on top of that is 181. Okay, so I can't take Mental Fortress as well as Anchor. But I can take Anchor as well as Vault. No, I'm exactly 1 short of being able to do that as well. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Then I take Mental Fortress and Vault. Also take the Fire Potion for extending for lethal in the next fight, just in case. Just in case. That's easy to kill in a single hit, obviously. Especially while I have the ability to full defend, I may as well not focus on it. We'll... Flurry of Blows, Crescendo. Flurry of Blows, Strike, Sash Whip. Set up a Deceive Reality for the next turn. Ooh, that's a good Consecrate right there. In fact, it's just Consecrate Vault. Had more energy than that, Ryan. Consecrate doesn't cost any. We could have set up something. Thankfully, it doesn't matter at all, but that doesn't make what I did right. Shuriken! Every time we play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. Okay, this is now a strength-based Watcher deck? These are few and far between. I'm not going to take Blasphemy here. No. I'm not doing it. Like, sure, we get a lot of block when we change into Divinity, but then we also die next turn. And we don't have a bunch of damage cards that we need. Like, if we had a Ragnarok or something like that, suddenly more Blasphemy, but we don't. I think this one is skip. And this is, I think, the Jax upgrade. No, flow state, Ryan. It's a stance swapping deck. We've had a stance swapping deck recently that died because it could stop. It couldn't swap stances anymore. Drawing extra cards this turn doesn't really provide that much to me. What am I going to use to play them? So this will go to 21, so 17 and 21 is lethal with Consecrate. Adding the defense over the top, doing pretty well. I'll Eruption, Sash Whip, Flow Step. You have more energy than that, right? For some reason I thought, yeah, there's no way I can afford to play that, the Mental Fortress there. You know, the whole point of the deck. Can't afford to play that. Leave the Vault in the deck, hopefully, for the next turn. Okay. Defend, vulnerability, strike. Vault? No Vault. Ooh, no Vault. Also, no ability to leave this this mode right now. That's dangerous. I think we're almost certainly dead. I've got a weak in the back line here. Never mind. Never mind. I was trying to think, okay, how do I kill the chumps? How do I kill the chumps? Because it's so easy as this character underestimate your damage on the back line. We actually have very, very cheap attacks, save that Vault. So signature move seems like a great way to deal most of our damage here. I think it's Holy Water. So a large reason why it would be Holy Water is because obviously these other two come with downsides. But the Holy Water gives us 3 miracles at the start, and those 3 miracles can be used when needed. I don't always need extra energy in this deck, just occasionally. But also, they're a good way to start triggering a Crush Joints. Pretty happy to take it. I don't know if this one's going to the heart. Like, we're going to need a lot more on this floor before I start considering that as a possibility. Mental Fortress, Crescendo, Flow State, Miracle Defender. Jack's fault. Oh, also, by the way, Warp Tongs upgrades a random card in your hand for the rest of the combat at the start of the turn. So it can upgrade things that are retained, as we are currently seeing. Proof perfect right there. Deck's lacking a lot of defense. It needs more stance sweeping. I also know it's called switching. I just keep saying it wrong. Okay. We're gonna have to go to the shop. Extra strength in elites fights is pretty good. Adaptation. Whenever you switch stances, draw a card. Very important for us. I think we take that, and I think we also take the Sling of Courage. Especially because we do have 4 elites on the current path. I obviously don't intend to go for absolutely all of them. Unless I get the ability to. I'd happily do it then. I have to take some damage this turn. To consecrate Ritual Dagger to kill you, and then that enables me to use... Ugh. Yikes, it's not good. I still wouldn't have played the other turn differently, even if I did think more heavily about the fact that the signature is not upgraded there. I can't vault these enemies because then I just take the damage to them next turn. That's just real hard when you don't have defense or intangibility in this kind of deck. It's not like there's more defense or ability to kill in the next hand. I think long term I still need to do it like that. Ugh. Alright. Where do I find enough defense to actually play some attacks here? Hold some defense in hand, I guess. Safety. Defend. Crescendo. Strike. Flurry of blows and consecrate for lethal on me. I'm not actually interested in killing myself here. So instead, I'll do it that. Take Sanctity for the defense we desperately need. I think we've already lost. Adaptation, Flurry, Sash Whip. It's got to be Miracle Vault. Gets us an extra point of strength as well. And helps defend us for the next turn. Jax murders us though. Mental Fortress, then I enter the next state. I'll Deceive Reality, single Miracle, and Strike. Oof. Yikeroonies. Crescendo. Flurry Blows, Strike. Defendo Sanctity. I need to leave the Ritual Dagger in the deck because it's going to be like 100% essential that I use that on a later turn. I can tell you that right now. Not in his hand. Okay, that's a little bit of a problem for us. That's Sash Whip. Flow State draws a card. Sanctity draws cards. Crescendo gives us energy. Crush Joints, Consecrate. Okay. We made it through this fight. So we can get to here and then rest, but then we have like a real bad flaw. We do still have the Lizard Tail, by the way. Duplication Potion. This turn, your next card is played twice. Crush Joints, Carve Reality, and Weave. Carve Reality helps us do a lot of damage out of suddenly nowhere. I can't afford to. I really, really wish that I could. Because of the Lizard Tail, I'm going to try and go up in this path, because after this I get a rest, and then I get the ability to avoid an elite and go to another rest. That's so much safer than this path over here. Just requires that I don't die to this elite. Which, you know, we'll see. Jax. Consecrate and Sash Whip on a target, and then Signature Move the other one. Also Inner Peace at the end of the turn. I need to control the chomps, and I have a lot of difficulty doing that with this deck otherwise. So I die to the second hit, and I revive on half HP here now. And I stay in Wrath for attacking the enemy. Okay. Flurry of Blows. Carve Reality. Smite. Hold for the next turn. Adaptation will strike Flow State. Drawing a card, getting Flurry of Blows back as well. Flurry of Blows, and then Crescendo. Crush Joints, Flurry of Blows. Miracle, Sanctity, and we should be able to kill. Yep. Good. Mid Bone, if your XP is at below 50% at the end of combat, heal for 12 HP. We might actually now be fine. Tranquility as well. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely not going for the heart with this build. I'm going to be amazed. Amazed. If that's viable for us. Adaptation is going to be very important to get as early as possible. I'm going to try and go for all of the elites, though. If I'm not going for the heart, I will go for all of those. Adaptation, Deceive, Sanctity. I'm going to Miracle just to get into Vigilance. Jax is good. I'm okay with actually increasing the enemy's damage here. You had to draw Eruption? I really wanted to play Signature Move this turn. That was the whole goal of it. Mental, Flow State out of it. Crescendo back into it. Strike, strike. And then... I'm just getting in a piece. Consecrate. I'll save Vault for a later turn. Okay. Flurry of Blows. If I'm not going to be changing... Tranquility is Enter Calm, not Enter Wrath, right? It's Enter Calm. Could have gotten a small amount of extra damage there. Oh well. Sash Whip to start with. Sanctity here. Miracle. Carve Reality, Smite. I'm also going to Miracle and just strike. Ritual Dagger. It's not enough to kill, but we do need to pivot for lethal here, because if I don't get Vault in this hand, we were going to have a bad time. Back preparation. At the start of combat, draw 2 additional cards, as well as a Fear Potion there. Pass. Regal Pillow. Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15 HP, as well as the Sentinel Puzzle. The first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. We're kind of making haste in our way through these Ascensions right now. I'm pretty happy about it. Pretty dang pleased. Adaptation Jacks, definitely. Let's crescendo into... Strike, Sash Whip, Miracle out the Crush Joints. I can also Miracle in order to Eruption, but then, you know, the signature move is the only thing I really care about. I'm not playing that here. But I should still go for the damage, because I might actually be able to kill this cycle. Consecrate's good enough already, probably. Great. Incense Burner. Every 6 turns gain an intangible, as well as... Ooh, that's a plated armor. And another adaptation. Pre-upgraded as well. Hardly can turn that down. I'm going to give myself the possibility of going for the heart. I know it's really greedy. I know. I know. I'll crescendo into Carve Reality Smite. Trank my way out of it. Good. You know what? This deck can't do the heart. So why can't it do the heart? Primarily, the way that this deck changes its stances, Exhaust. We've got Tranquility, we've got Crescendo, we've got a second copy of Crescendo, right? So after all of those burn out of the deck, we have Eruption, Vigilance, Flow State, Inner Peace. It's not enough. It's not enough. We would need, I don't know what the card is, but it's an attack that turns you into Calm. He's very, very, very powerful. And what we'd need is another Wrath trigger. We can't use Tantrum because obviously that kills you against the heart especially. Couldn't use Tantrum unless we had Wallop at the absolute least. I don't think this build can do the heart. Dang it. Alright. Flurry of Blows, Eruption. Flurry of Blows. Strike. Murder. Rolling Bash is actually still fine. Specifically because we're up against Stonewind Decker at the end here. Adaptation, adaptation. We'll Crescendo. Jax. Consecrate, Sash Whip. Miracle. Miracle should have been first. Carve Reality, Smite. Lovely. Oh, especially if the enemy's not going to attack for the first couple turns. We could be fine. Let's Miracle Crush Joints first. I have a Crescendo in hand, so I will change. Oh, Drew Vault and Signature move there. Two of the things I desperately wish we hadn't. Alright. Flurry of Blows. I'll Inner Peace for the draw. Then Crescendo, getting some block. We definitely have lethal, right? Consecrate. Eruption. Ritual dagger. Lovely. Prayer wheel. Normal enemies drop an additional card ward. Oh, finally. Oh my god. That's another crescendo trigger. Sure. Snack oil. It's been changed. Draw 5 cards. Randomize the cost of cards in your hand. This is now not garbage. Whereas previously it was hot garbage. I'm gonna drop each of those two and just take Entropic Brews. We're just gonna look for permanent progression in this fight. I'm not going for the heart. This build can't do it. Sorry. I've been going for the heart like every single fight recently. This is not set for it. Okay, do that, and then Entropic, getting, ooh, strength, neat. Adaptation, Jax, adaptation. Oh, yeah, gotta remember I do have the Centennial Puzzle here. Well, attack potion, finding, neat vault. Or I could put the Fiano Evil in here. I've been asking for it. Sure. Entropic Brew gives us more strength. Show the weakness against the backline and start getting rid of it. Okay. I'll Fiano Evil here. Crescendo. We can Bowling Bash. Carve Reality. Smite. Ritual Dagger, because it doesn't matter if it goes for the kill, right? Actually, no, I'll just Gambler's Brew this turn. I'm just going to look to try and get as effective a first turn here as possible, I suppose. Rush Joints, Miracle, Ritual Dagger. Right. Because now, Dekka's not attacking next turn, so I can go as aggressive as possible here as well. Let's Miracle before the Sanctity for its draw. Strike and then Crescendo for draw. Oops, that was supposed to be in a piece for draw. Now Crescendo. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's a pretty good fight. That's a pretty good fight right there. Is this the heart of the Spire? 1354 is dang good score. I'm pretty pleased with that. Well, for the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Starts. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you, well, next time.